Okay, I'm back. Yeah, here I have even another copy. It's actually a better copy of They Thirst by Robert R. McCammon. Like I said, this one really freaked me out. This is definitely one of my favorites. I love that. It's another Dracula. I love that cover. Richard Lehman's Bite. Haven't read this yet, but heard it was pretty interesting. Immortal by Jason Nichols. I thought it was okay. It wasn't too bad. This one right here, Richard Lehman's Traveling Vampire Show. Oh my God, this is definitely one of my favorites. For reading this brought back my childhood. No, I didn't have vampires, but the lead character, the kid in this, that was me. Me and my friends, we did this stuff. We never went and found vampires, but just the adventures that he goes on and how he goes about doing stuff and everything. I swear to God, Richard Lehman tapped into my childhood. I love this movie. Oh my God, see, I'm so messed up. I love this book. I wish it was a movie. It is awesome. Go ahead, Richard Matheson, I Am Legend. And this is a really cool one. Foul-mouthed Traveling Vampires. Less Than Human by Gary Razor. This is really cool. I like that one. Then we have this one by the brothers. I don't know what happened to the cover there. I gotta fix that. Jay Davis and Don Davis. This is just a really, really neat book. Yeah, God, I'm running out of time. This really sucks. Anyways, they're finding in Chicago that people are just drained all over the place, and just how these two brothers go about telling this story is just awesome. Of course, you recognize, but John Stakely, he only wrote 2 books, Vampires and Armor. That's all he's ever written, and both of them are great books. Vampires was actually turned into the movie Vampires. So, yeah. But the book is, oh my God, the book is great. Here it is. Told you it was out of order. Anno Dracula. Dracula actually wins and infiltrates the royal house. Oh my God, that is definitely one of my favorites. Oh, here we go. Sunglasses After Dark. Yeah, it did win the 1990 Bram Stoker and British Fantasy Awards. It won both those awards. Then I have 30 Days of Night, which you guys have all seen me put out before. Here we have this right here. I don't know if you can see it. The lighting's kind of bad. Sorry. It's called... this is Vampire Earth series. Okay, this is aliens that come to Earth, but they're vampiric in nature, and they can turn certain people into vampires. Very interesting story. Very cool. Very post-apocalyptic. First one is Way of the Wolf, because there's another a race that comes down to combat the vampiric creatures. I forget what they're called. Anyways, and they can alter our DNA to make us superhuman. It's really an interesting thing. E.E. Knight does a great job. He also has a dragon series, but that's pretty cool. There we go. And then I haven't read these yet, but these take place during World War II. Yeah, vampires fighting in World War II. So there we go. Operation Vampire, The Blood Red Army, Twilight of the Dead, and Fiends of the Rising Sun. Vampires fighting in World War II. Awesome. I'll be right back for some other ones. I still have more. God, I can't believe how big this is. Pull these ones up. Here we go. This is a teens thing. We have Vamps and Nightlife. It was okay. Had fun. I loved the whole aspect of the crossover of witches and vampires. That was pretty cool. It's by Nancy A. Collins. There's more, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get them. Here we got this one by Derek Gunn, Vampire Apocalypse. Vampires have taken over the world, and pretty much humans just thrive in little tiny pockets of resistance. I don't know, is this the first one? Oh no, this is the third one. Oh well, like I said, I'm all mixed up and stuff like that. I got stuff everywhere due to the fact that the office is messed up. This is the Vladimir Todd Chronicles of Vladimir Todd. This is another teen book. Here we have Kate Carey's Bloodlines, which is a take on Dracula. It's actually Dracula's bloodline. This was interesting. This is a really fun little read I got from my son. Vampire Plagues, London 1850, Paris 1850, and Mexico 1850. It's a series that these kids, they're just young kids, go after this vampire that is actually a Mexican god. I'm not even going to try to say the name right now. Oh, here's the first one, Chronicles of Vladimir Todd. It's actually his way through school, high school. This is what, 8th grade Bites? Yeah, and the other one was, what was it, 9th grade Slays. Yeah. Of course, we have Charlaine Harris, but this is out of order. This is Dead as a Doornail. Of course, you guys, anybody that watches it, these books have been turned into the series on HBO, True Blood. So, but this is the books, actually. Hold on, because it's going to be too hard for me to get the other ones up here. I'll be right back. Alright, here we are back. We have Dan Simmons, Carry On Comfort. These are psychic vampires. Okay, they're not vampires in the classic sense that they grow fangs or anything, but they are the reason for the German death camps in Germany that Hitler had all over the place. Yeah, because they fed off of torture and all kinds of depravity, and during that time, during World War II, they were just thriving, and they were the reason behind the SS. So Carrying Comfort by Dan Simmons, very interesting and crazy thing, because even some of the vampires even posed as Jews, so they could be in the concentration camps to feed off of the depravity and all the horrific things that were taking place during that time. Personal Darkness, which is the beginnings of Dark Dance. No, sorry, it's not. Dark Dance, the one that I dropped back. This is the sequel by Tanith Lee. It's okay. It's nothing to go home writing about or anything. Then we have Ancient Blood. This is the one about the gypsies and Warhammer. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's do this real quick. These are the Southern Vampire series. I'm going to move this up. Here we have Dead Until Dark. This is by Charlaine Harris, which is turned into got True Blood on HBO. But these are the books: Living Dead in Dallas, Club Dead, Dead to the World, Definitely Dead, Altogether Dead, From Dead to Worse, Dead and Gone, Dead in the Family. Now, this is something different. I have not gotten around to reading this yet, so can't comment. So we'll just push that on back. Now, these next books that I'm going to be bringing out, you can't get these like in this form unless you go to a used bookstore, because it's just, they're not found. And that is the Vampire Files by P.N. Elrod. This was some of the first. This takes place, this is during the Revolutionary War, okay? And actually this character here, his tale is in this one, so in this series, which is the Vampire Files. The ones down here, God, that is so dark. Hold on, let me get this in order. Wait. Okay, now I'll have some kind of order. Anyways, this one takes place, like I said, during the American Revolutionary War. Yeah, this is the story about Jonathan Barrett, who actually shows up first in the Vampire Files. But anyways, this is his story. We got Red Death, Death and the Maiden. No, and these are not romance novels at all. Death Mask and Dance of Death. These actually came out after this series, or during this series, which the first one, they're real quick reads. The Vampire Files by P.N. Elrod. You got Bloodlust, which is about Jack Fleming, who was accidentally turned into a vampire. Well, you know what, I'm not going to say it was an accident, but he's turned into a vampire, and he was a newsman and dealt with the newspapers during the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. Oh, now I'm screwing it up. Oh my God, I haven't read it in so long. No, I think it was during the 40s, the 1940s. So there you have the first one, which is Bloodlust, Bloodlist, Lifeblood, Blood Circle. I love these. I read these in college, and God, I couldn't get enough of them. Art in the Blood, Fire in the Blood, Blood on the Water. You can actually get these now in the larger versions where you get, like, 3 or 4 books all in one, because you can't get them separate like this anymore, like I said, unless you go to a used bookstore. You got Cold Streets, A Chill in the Blood, Song in the Dark. This deals with the Mafia too. Dark Sleep, and Lady Crimson. So all these are by P.N. Elrod, fabulous author. They're told in first person from Jack Fleming's point of view, and this one's told in first person from Jonathan Barrett's Revolutionary War, 1940s Mafia. Excellent books. I couldn't recommend them any other, especially if you like vampires, but just, the whole setting and everything is cool. Alright, we are almost done. A couple more to go, and then we're finished.